Hello! If you want that genuine through a hedge backwards look, there's nothing like actually working with a hedge. I'm here at a piece of public open space that was recently given to the village where I'm from, and the winter before last I helped on a brand new hedging project, and that's always really exciting because you know you're creating some brand new habitat for loads of different creatures. And what we've got here now is a hedge that has taken, but we didn't go to the full lengths of fully weeding it out because it needs to be able to survive on comparatively little maintenance. Anybody who says you've got to use weed killer, you don't, you need to get that in the bin. We gave it some good mulch. A neighbour had chipped an old Leylandii hedge, and even though a lot of people say you can't use new Leylandii chip, it will strip out the nutrients, that was not the case. It suppressed weed growth around the new trees, and it kept in vital moisture, and it didn't strip the nutrients as far as we can tell at all because the trees have romped away. Give it 2 summers though, and the grass has really come up through the mulch, and it now needs a bit of work. So just before the winter sets in, September is a good time to cut back meadows. I'm cutting things back not too far, leaving plenty of cover for insects. It doesn't have to look furiously manicured and kept. This is a wild piece of open space where people can come to enjoy the species that are here. There's great birds here, there's even kingfishers because there's a pond. And there's fantastic insects, loads of dragonflies. While I was cutting back, I found this huge conglomeration of tiny little buff and black ladybirds that were already gathering. Creatures are starting to think about hibernating, so bear that in mind as you're working around. You don't want big equipment around a new hedge. The sound of a strimmer is nature's scream, you know? So just get down on your hands and knees, get in there, cut grass back. I'm using a kitchen knife. Keep it nice and sharp, sharpen every now and again. And that way, if there's anybody in here, there was a frog yesterday, there's interesting fungi, there's lots of insects. If there's anyone in here, you can react and you can let them go about their business. You need to bear in mind that little creatures are taking advantage of the habitat that you've provided. And also it's a lovely job and it's quite quick. It's not going to take you hours. It's great to be outside, especially as winter looms. Obviously be careful of your fingers. You're just grabbing it and cutting through. It's very important not to manicure your space. That's really important. If you want life in your garden, you have to let things grow, let things be, and then the creatures have got something to eat and something to bed down in as the months start to get colder. So yeah, hedgerows, they rock. Oh.